Bro, Loach.
Live in the building.
Yo, DJ!
That's how we do it.
You're in the mix.
You're in the mix with Not For The Weak Pod.
Welcome to commercial-free radio.
It's not radio, dumbass.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise.
On the troll.
This show will begin now.
Do you believe, bro? As you know, I know you're are you a Ja fan?
Yeah.
Do you believe that Ja Morant is this generation's Allen Iverson?
I mean, he's shown a lot of gifts and flashes, but he still hasn't played like a full season yet. He's either been like a suspended, for the majority of the season, but he definitely has the skills. He definitely has the talent. So we just have to wait on that a little bit longer.
If he's healthy,
that he's the Allen Iverson of this type of generation.
I mean, he got a lot of traits. He got a lot of traits. The bad boy, the bad boy image. He got the, every kid wants to be like him. He's got the style. Like, you got to understand, like, the Memphis Grizzlies is very popular because of this man. Just off his like persona.
Oh, absolutely. But I think he's got to show us a little bit more. You know what I mean? He's got to show us a little bit more.
Cavs been showing, bro. This isn't a fluke. I think it's gonna happen. It's either that one story where it's gonna happen and it's you can't get around it, or it's gonna be the biggest letdown for Cleveland.
Again, the Cavs had a great year last year.
They just won tonight, by the way. 101 to 144 against the Dallas Mavs.
But whenever they get to the playoffs, they just shrink. So, yes, I actually like the Cavaliers have 3 players that are going to play up in the All-Star game.
3 All-Stars, yes, sir.
Mitchell, Garland, and Evan Mobley.
Yes, sir.
So that tells you a lot about like the Cavs. I'm not gonna get too hyped like with the Cavs until the playoffs. Then that's when we could talk about it and judge it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it right now.
I said that when it was like 14-0. Then they took the loss to Boston, and then it was like, of course, like this is where they're gonna like deteriorate. And then it's like, no, bro, you know what, bro? I really don't see what everybody else is seeing. Like, everybody's like, nah, they're not. I think this is a different time, bro. I think we're gonna make something happen. Let me not say we. I think the Cavs is gonna make something happen because there's not enough hunger in the fucking game anymore, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you're right, but it's a long NBA season. We are approaching like the midway point because like the All-Star game is when? Next week or the week after?
I think it's next week. Oh, let me double check for you.
It can't be next week because of the Super Bowl. So I guess it's the following week after that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because the NBA is not going to mess around with like the NFL on the same
February
weekend.
16th.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are approaching like half a season, and injuries like it happen. Like
holy shit, the Super Bowl is next week, bro.
Super Bowl's next week.
Oh my fucking god, bro. That's crazy.
Super Bowl's
Bro, I gotta
next.
get on it, bro. Like my days are bro. I wish this echo would leave.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, that's next week, bro.
Yup. And Chiefs
who you got?
are 1.5 point favorites.
Absolutely. But you know how that goes. That could be to throw everybody off because you build up so much that it's like, oh, of course they're gonna win. It's Patrick Mahomes, it's Taylor Swift, the refs is against them, you know, the points are against them. Everybody, it's a for sure shot, you know, Kansas City. That's where it's like they pull the trick out, bro. Like it I really feel like Saquon is gonna be MVP, bro. Like everybody's like, oh, it's gotta be Jalen Hurts. I get it. Since 2012 has been a quarterback, but Saquon has made it to the point where they have no choice but to give this man that motherfucking title, and that it just come on, bro.
Well, I don't have a dog in this fight.
Of course you do. You in PA, nigga.
But I'm rooting for Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? He's a great dude. He says like the right things. He does like the right things. So I'm rooting for Saquon.
Indeed.
So, but the only way that happens is if Jalen Hurts throws the ball. You know, and like the last 12 games, like I looked, Hurts has only thrown for over 200 yards one time.
Ooh.
So, my keys to the game for Philly: if Jalen Hurts throws for over 200 yards, they win.
I totally disagree. Here's the thing. This is what I've learned in the study of all of the tapes, because I've been studying the tapes, bro. I literally studied the tapes because of what we do. The problem with a lot of teams in the Chiefs is that everybody tries to do too much. Fundamentals. You got Saquon Barkley, chip away, slants, screens, fucking play actions, a lot of those. Like establish the run, get 2 or 3 yards, pass it to Saquon. 2 or 3 yards, pass it to Saquon. 2 or 3 yards, play action. It's fundamentals. As long as you're beating that defense, you're good, bro. Everybody tries to do too much. They try to make the 2-point conversions in the second quarter for no reason. Everybody's trying to motherfucking catch the 64-yarder. They're trying to run for the 80-yarder, just like Saquon did when he slid on that 60-yard pass. He wasn't trying to do too much. Just kill him, get him tired. Fundamentals. That's it. That's my take on the Super Bowl. As long as people stick to the fundamentals, they will beat Patrick Mahomes.
I get it. But I know, the whole world knows that they're gonna try to run the ball with Saquon. So, and the Chiefs are ready for it. You think that Andy Reid is not having like a game plan to just stop Barkley?
And I don't think Saquon has an ego to be like, I'm gonna make it work, coach. I think they know that, And I think Saquon will sacrifice a good 10 plays for the Philadelphia Eagle organization just to make it work. So I believe that they're working on the fact that Saquon is going to be stopped. They're focused on Saquon. If they're not focused on Saquon, that's the problem. So it's the psychology of everything. It's going to come down to coaching as well, brother.
Absolutely. I mean, but this is what I'm saying. Like, Philly has two great receivers out there, and AJ Brown and Devonta Smith. You know what I'm saying? Hurts has to throw the ball to these guys, man. He's got to throw the ball to these guys. You know what I mean? If they mix it up, they have a really, really good chance, to win. You know what I'm saying? But I just hate that we have to wait another week to watch this game already.
You gotta sell the tickets, baby. You gotta sell the tickets. I heard them bitches is going for like $8 million a pack.
Yeah, all right.
A pack, like nigga, what? Nigga, come on, a pack. MVP for me, Patrick Mahomes or Saquon Barkley. But speaking of MVP, my brother, Cam Newton, this dude is growing on me. Pause. Like this dude he's really like I don't know, it's something about him. I like him. He said that he rather a MVP for the player of the year than that Super Bowl championship ring.
That's coming from a player that never won a Super Bowl.
Exactly. So, but I just want you to think about this, bro. Do you agree? Do you agree that having a MVP selfishness, or do you feel like having a chip makes you that guy?
Last time I checked, football is a team sport. So the whole purpose of you playing that sport is to ultimately win like the championship. You know what I mean? And if you happen to win like an MVP or scoring title and this and that, then that's a bonus. But you can't really say that if you never won it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So respect to Cam Newton. I like Cam Newton. But I can agree. You know what I'm saying? No way.
I think this statement would have been better if he would have won that Super Bowl. Because that's what people are they're gonna go at him, right? Because they're gonna be like, if Jordan never won those rings, he would have never been Jordan, and if Braun never won those rings, he would have never been Braun and stuff like that. But
because that's the criteria,
right?
You know,
that is the politics, and that's the statistic when you're in these rooms with these people, because the argument stops when they show that ring. When they do this,
absolutely,
the argument stops.
It sounds cliche, but you know, what really are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's either you a champ or you ain't a champ. You know what I'm saying? Now you was good. You know what I'm saying? But you can't say that I would rather be an MVP than win the championship. That sounds really selfish, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I get it too, because you know, you want to be. Cam Newton is the Charles Barkley of the NFL. That's how I look at this, right? Because though he never won a ring, Barkley was always just he's the Dan Marino, those guys. He was just that good. So now we're gonna put you in the commentator, spot around the greats. But when Shaq has an argument with this man, he shuts him down. It doesn't matter how good you wasn't good enough to get it done. That's gonna be the argument. So for him to make that statement, or I don't know what he was trying to get it by, but like you said, it just sounds selfish. It sounds a little bitter because.
Oh yeah, that's all bitterness there, bro. That's all bitterness.
It just because you just
this is like the same guy who said, "Oh, if Eli Manning gets to the Hall of Fame, then I need to wear 2 of those yellow jets." Fuck out of here! You ain't win shit, bro. You ain't win nothing.
All right, let me ask you something. Do you put Vick in the Hall of Fame?
Mike Vick had like a 3 to 4 year run when he was unstoppable.
Mm-hmm. Would you put Mike Vick in the Hall of Fame?
Yes, I would.
So you got to give that man two. You got to give Cam Newton 2 jackets. The reason why I say that.
It was a bum.
The reason why I say that is because
Cam
Newton made it to a Super Bowl and got an MVP.
You saying that Cam Newton is better as a quarterback than Michael Vick?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Yes. No way. Because not only did he mirror some of Michael Vick, he went to a Super Bowl and has a MVP.
He lost.
If you want to do this,
he's got the same amount of rings as Michael,
but he has a championship playoff divisional championship. He has that over Vick. He has the fact that he's been at a Super Bowl over Vick. You can argue about having Vick over Cam Newton. Yes. Statistically, numbers do not lie. Cam Newton went to a Super Bowl and got a divisional win. I'm just saying.
How many rings does Cam Newton got?
He has a potential.
No. Well, I could potentially be the president of the United States.
He had more opportunities than Vick.
Nah, no way. Listen, leave Cam Newton like where he's at, doing his little podcasting and wearing those funny ass hats. Fuck out of here with Cam Newton.
What I like about Cam Newton is, right, the nigga will stand on a hill and die on that bitch. Look funny as shit and everything. But you know what? He's going to stand on business. He doesn't. And then remember, this is a motherfucker that knocked out 4 young niggas after retirement. He's on a show that I'm watching right now. It's about boot camp. He knocked the nigga out and sent him home.
No.
Cam Newton had a dog in him just like Vick, with a shorter career. How long Newton was in there for?
I don't know. But speaking about Michael Vick, I went to a card show yesterday. And I picked up a Michael Vick auto.
Let's go. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because I'm not a Vick fan, but I definitely put Newton over Vick.
Was amazing.
I was there.
Nobody has a better arm than Michael Vick. And if you don't believe me, we could go on YouTube right now and compare Cam Newton to Michael Vick.
I mean, we could do that, and then we could also. All right. They both have 0 rings. How many times did Michael Vick go to the Super Bowl?
Well, if Michael Vick he didn't go to jail for like 3 years, I mean, we would definitely be having a different conversation right now.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Because Michael Vick on the Falcons, I mean, he was a cheat code. He was a cheat code. And if you ever play Madden 2004, go play it and go play like with Michael Vick.
Right, he's on the cover. Yeah, absolutely right. I'm not gonna lie to you. Where he wasn't, he did not. He had every New York nigga with an all-black Falcons hat You had the jersey backwards with Vick in the front. Yo, I was in that era, the 2004 year. Like Atlanta was the shit. I was there. But again, if we're talking about when we stand next to each other, all those plays could be remembered. But what's also going to be remembered is that this man went to a Super Bowl and got MVP and you didn't. So, I mean, what you got tonight, man? What you got on the fight tonight, brother?
Oh, that's right, tonight, right? I mean, Shields is a monster, bro. I don't see anybody beating her.
Yo, listen to me. Just hear me out right now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if Shorty that she's fighting brings out Remy Martin?
I mean,
that's a tactic, bro. That you gotta think the bitch you really want to beat. The bitch you really want to beat is right there talking shit to you while you supposed to be beating this bitch ass, bro.
That'd be hilarious.
Boxing is hilarious sometimes, bro.
That's crazy. What you thought about the Royal Rumble yesterday?
I loved it, bro. I know a lot of people was not gonna at first because it was such a fucking so many big names, bro. There was so many big names towards the end, but they pulled the business an executive decision, bro. The dude is selling out merch. I'm talking about when we were at Fanatic Fest, he was sold out. I'm talking about kids. Make-A-Wish kids that they were turning down, huh? Like, yo, bro, he sold out.
Wow.
Like, he had it to the point where it was so sad, bro. Because it was like a kid with, I don't even want to tell the story, but it was like a kid, there was something wrong with him, you know, like internally. Like, you could tell, like, they had, like, a sickness. And they came up to my wife. Now, my wife, the thing I had to do for this man's tickets, like, I had to call my sales rep from Fanatics, get him in touch with the customer service from Fanatics. I called the fucking place to get these tickets. Yo, bro, it was a nightmare to get these fucking tickets. And yeah, bro, he deserves it, bro. You know, when you doing shit like that, and you know you selling merchandise, and every time you come out, shit is going crazy. That's who the fans believe in. That's your guy, you know what I mean? So they did the right thing, man. Nobody want to see Roman in the main event because you know we seen a lot of the reason why that Royal Rumble was so great was because all of those guys were main eventers. Logan Paul, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, all of these guys, bro. It was just I loved it, bro. Even when they brought out in the beginning Rey Mysterio, and I called it Penta, fire. Like, even though I'm not a fan of Penta, like, fire, bro. It was fire. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. You know, I wish there was a couple more females that came out other than Bella and Trish, but that Cody Rhodes, the match with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens was fucking crazy. It reminded me like of a fucking Mankind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I loved it, bro. You know, you're gonna have your people being like, oh well, why they didn't do this, and you know, they should have had Roman or The Rock come out or some shit like that. I'm happy my guy won, bro. You know what I mean? My guy's going to the Super Bowl, so that's how I feel. But did you hear about Logan Paul and Jake Paul fighting next month?
I saw something about that, but I was like, I don't know if this is like accurate or not.
It's been confirmed on a couple platforms, bro. Like I feel like it's way too soon. Like that's some shit that you know you gonna open the fall up with, maybe an October fight. I wouldn't mind seeing this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know they're not gonna knock each other out, but what happens if they do, bro?
Nah, that's just off the bag, bro. It's off the bag.
If that happens, who you got?
Jake Paul. But like, I kind of read something somewhere that Jake Paul was gonna have a fight in MMA.
No way. No way.
Yeah.
No way. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't think he got it in him.
And like I know we're talking now, but just to let you know, the Sixers are spanking the Celtics.
I've been wanting to ask you this whole fucking show, bro. What are you watching, bro?
Watching the Sixers against the Celtics. And the Celtics are getting spanked right now by the Sixers.
Not good.
Wow.
You know what that means, right? That means the motherfucking Cleveland just furthers that much more in the fucking division. How did that fight last night go? Because I was not risking the Royal Rumble for that fight, bro.
I know. I was like, I had like the picture up on my TV, so I was going back and forth. Great fight. It was a great card, man. That was a great card. That's what boxing is supposed to be like. You know what I'm saying? Mano a mano, we just gonna go at it. There was the fight with these two Mexicans, the Pitbull Ortiz and forgot like the other guy's name.
Yes, I watched that fight, bro.
Figaro. I mean, they was just
brutal.
They was giving it up, man.
Bro, I felt like I was on the block with these niggas, bro.
It was a good fight, man. And then the main fight with Benavidez versus Morel. Oh man, they went.
Oh my god,
they went all the way to the 12 rounds. They was going at it. It was a really good fight. I wouldn't mind like watching that again. You know what I'm saying,
yeah, I have to choose the boxing over the wrestling because in boxing you could watch the highlights and you can even watch it back, right? Because I was watching the highlights. You can watch the whole fight back, but it's nothing like when it's live, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like tonight, I gotta watch it live because I love Shields. That's my baby right there. I love that ugly motherfucker.
And
yeah.
Yesterday in the morning in the UFC, Israel, Adesanya, you know, he got knocked out
again, bro.
He got knocked out again, man. That's my guy, man. But this is what his fourth knockout, like in a row.
Yeah, what did they say? From like 2012 to 2021, it was like 45 and zip, and then from 21 to 24 is 4 and 5, bro. Like, come on, bro. Retirement.
Yeah.
Retirement.
I don't think. Yeah.
Retirement, bro. I mean, we love you. We love you. This is where you retire, keep training, you know, be a Floyd Mayweather, keep training, you know, don't let nobody know you training, keep, you know, but obviously you don't love this sport no more. And in fighting, if you don't love it no more, like Tank Davis said, if you don't love the sport no more, you gotta leave it because it's very dangerous.
Yeah.
And this isn't like an Aaron Rodgers where you could, you know, tarnish your legacy. Like you tarnish your health as well, you know, chasing a bag in boxing or UFC or any type of fighting sport. Like very dangerous, man. Very fucking dangerous. So if you ever been knocked out, it takes you a very, very, very long time to get back.
I notice when somebody is undefeated, and whenever they get like that first fucking knockout, they're never the same. They are never ever the same.
Because you want to know why, bro? It's not like back in the days where you could take a bunch of coke and give a good, you know, and you get knocked out by a nigga, and it's like, you get knocked out. Now you get knocked out, you get hurt in front of millions. And not only do you get fucked up in front of millions of people, you got social media on top of that. Like, niggas don't understand. Like, I've never been knocked out, but I've been in brutal fucking fights where I've almost got knocked out. And like I said, it takes a long time for you to snap back at it. You know what I mean? You know, concussions. I had a concussion one time that lasted me 11 months, bro, and I didn't know any ding. So when these fighters have to go, you know, they just went 12 rounds without getting knocked out, got a severe concussion, and then want to take a fight in the next 8 months because they're being pressured because they almost got, you know what I mean? It's a lot. You got social media, you got the pressure of being the greatest, and then, you know, Floyd Mayweather set the tone. If you lose a fight nowadays in anything, you have to retire now. Like, people feel like you're not great. Like, Tyson wasn't like, he didn't have losses on him. Like, you know, like, people didn't lose and shit like that. Everybody thinks they got to go 54 and fucking you know what I mean? No, it doesn't. That's not reality, bro. People got to take care of themselves. Like, a combat sport is something very, very serious that you have to understand that it takes a lot over you, not just, you know, like training you mentally, bro. So yeah.